wisdom into power. Transformation and focus. Every ending carries the seed of a beginning. What seems like a catastrophe to one may be a metamorphosis to another. The caterpillar believes its life is ending, but the butterfly is only beginning. Attempting to travel two roads at once guarantees failure. Focus is the currency of success. Concentrate your energy, attention, and resources, and mastery will follow. Contentment and leadership. The satisfied man is rich, regardless of wealth. Desire less, appreciate more, and measure your life by fulfillment rather than accumulation. The lesser man is used by them. Tools, wealth, and status must serve your purpose, never let them enslave you. Leadership is born of example, not coercion. A leader demonstrates integrity, discipline, and courage. Those who follow naturally rise to match his example. Time, strength, and human nature. Even the sharpest sword rusts in salt water. Strength, like virtue, requires maintenance. Neglect and passivity erode greatness over time. Human nature is flawed. Goodness is not innate, it is the product of conscious effort, discipline, and moral awareness. Within chaos lies opportunity, but only those with vision and courage can seize it. When anger rises, pause. Measure consequences. The truly powerful act with forethought. Knowledge of your enemy and yourself is critical, to anticipate is to dominate. Challenge, growth, and environment. If you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Growth requires challenge. Surround yourself with those who inspire, provoke, and elevate you. Opportunities multiply when seized. Inaction diminishes them. Fortune favors the decisive, the prepared, the courageous. Let go of attachment. Release rigid identity and old limitations. In doing so, you discover new potential, new paths, and hidden strengths. Persistence, patience, and subtlety. Great accomplishments begin with small, deliberate steps. Mountains are moved stone by stone. Victory is measured not only in force but in strategy, patience, and timing. Be subtle, formless, and soundless when necessary. Influence outcomes invisibly. Life rewards mastery disguised as humility, patience, and quiet diligence. Truth is rarely convenient. Pleasant words are rarely honest. Speak truth with courage, even when it is uncomfortable. Excellence lies not in battling constantly, but in winning effortlessly through preparation, awareness, and subtlety. Happiness, authenticity, and self-sufficiency. Seek inner contentment before external approval. Those who live for praise are slaves to others' opinions. True freedom comes from aligning your inner world with your outer actions. Nature achieves everything without haste. Patience and temperance outperform speed and rashness. Treat others as you wish to be treated. Respect and empathy are universal forces that bind society and shape legacy. Falling is inevitable, rising after every fall defines greatness. Resilience, not mere strength, determines who prevails in life. Love, connection, and legacy. Love is power. Being deeply loved gives strength, loving deeply gives courage. Endings often conceal beginnings. Painful losses may disguise opportunities for growth, transformation, and reinvention. Happiness is not a circumstance, it is alignment, understanding, connection, and purposeful action. Respect yourself, and the world will follow. Temperance, fearlessness, and discipline form the foundation of lasting achievement. Legacy lies not in conquest but in influence. Those who uplift, mentor, and guide leave permanent marks on the world. Wealth and power fade, wisdom and impact endure. The continuum of thought, words, and actions. Your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. What you consistently think shapes your words shape your actions build habits, your habits define character, your character ultimately determines your life's trajectory. Consider this carefully, a mind clouded with negativity will produce negative deeds. A disciplined, focused, and purposeful mind will generate actions aligned with growth, success, and virtue. This is why self-mastery begins in the unseen realm of thought. Guard your mind, and the world outside will bend to your will. The strength of small forces. Great results are rarely born from massive, frantic effort. Often, small, consistent forces applied strategically yield extraordinary outcomes. A drop of water can carve stone over time, a daily discipline is impossible in the moment. Patience, persistence, and precision amplify influence. The wise understand that subtlety and consistency surpass brute force. Master the small, and the great becomes inevitable. Moderation, innocence, and reflection. Extremes destroy balance, wisdom lies in moderation. Greatness is measured not only in accomplishments but in the ability to maintain a childlike heart, to retain curiosity, openness, and wonder. Advice should be sought humbly, received cautiously, and applied judiciously. Many seek wisdom in torrents but apply it in dribbles. Drop by drop, practice by practice, reflection shapes the mind capable of discernment and foresight. The value of deliberation and silence. Ponder before action. Rashness often leads to failure. Those who know much yet speak little are difficult to manage because they act with calculation. Knowledge unexpressed is not wasted, it is a tool awaiting the right moment. If your words are not better than silence, remain silent. There's a quiet truth about children who grow up ignored. They often become adults who struggle to believe they deserve. Learn when to act, when to speak, and when to wait. Excellence without conflict. Ultimate excellence is not in winning every battle, but in prevailing without fighting. Sun Tzu's words resonate: the clever fighter wins without struggle, the wise general prevails without battle. Force is only a tool, strategy, foresight, and preparation achieve outcomes with minimal loss. To master conflict is to transform chaos into opportunity. Patience, nature, and moral conduct. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Time and rhythm govern all processes, from the growth of mountains to the blooming of flowers. Human impatience disrupts progress, discipline aligns with natural laws. Act toward others as you would have them act toward you. Justice, fairness, and empathy are not merely moral ideals, they are practical strategies for long-term harmony and influence. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but they grind fine. Life balances itself, patience ensures that the just prevail over time. The wisdom of reflection. Study the past to define the future. Ignorance of history leads to repeated mistakes, awareness of precedent empowers strategic foresight. Life's patterns repeat, and those who recognize them gain control over outcomes. It is easy to love friends, it is difficult but essential to learn to love or at least understand enemies. Empathy toward opposition sharpens insight and strengthens strategy. Knowledge without application is sterile, practice is the key that transforms treasure into utility. Overcoming bad habits and desire. Bad habits are defeated not tomorrow, but today. Immediate action is essential. Delay reinforces weakness, decisive action builds momentum. Control desire. Excessive craving leads to distraction, frustration, and error. Satisfaction is not resignation, it is clarity. A focused, disciplined mind conquers impulses, aligning energy, goals. Silence, knowledge, and trust. He who knows does not boast, he who speaks incessantly often lacks true understanding. Quiet mastery commands influence, idle talk invites error. Trust wisely. Those with nothing to lose are unpredictable. Those with excessive pride are vulnerable to failure. Surround yourself with allies of principle, discernment, and action. Purpose, work, and legacy. Choose work you love, and it will never feel like labor. Pursue great endeavors while they are small, address challenges when they are manageable. Those who rush too quickly often fail, those who maintain consistency succeed. The man who asks questions may be foolish for a moment, but the man who fails to ask remains ignorant for a lifetime. Curiosity, diligence, and foresight shape mastery. Simplicity and the flow of life. Life is inherently simple, but humans complicate it. Resistance to natural change causes suffering, acceptance and adaptability create strength. Roads exist for journeys, not destinations. Embrace the flow of existence, let things move as they must, and act with awareness. An enemy may be a friend who knows too much. Mastery over oneself grants lasting fearlessness. True mastery. Give a man a bowl of rice, and you feed him for a day. Teach him to cultivate his own fields, and you secure his future. Knowledge, skill, and self-reliance are gifts that endure. There are 3 things in life that will never return: time, words, and opportunity. Every second wasted is gone forever. Every word spoken carelessly cannot be unspoken. Every chance ignored may never come again. Moment, understand this. Life does not pause. Life does not wait. And life does not forgive hesitation. Every moment is a battlefield, every choice a test of your courage and wisdom. Those who master these truths do not merely survive, they rise above the ordinary, becoming architects of their destiny. Those who ignore them live in regret, forever chasing what has already passed. If someone spits at you behind your back, know this: it is proof that you are ahead. Envy and gossip are not signs of weakness, they are confirmation of your progress. Those who scorn you are still trapped in the shadows of mediocrity, while you move forward in light. We live 2 lives. The first is ordinary, mechanical, and often wasted. The second begins when you realize the profound truth: you only have one life to truly live. Awareness transforms existence. Ordinary days become precious. Routine moments become lessons. Every breath becomes an opportunity to craft excellence. Tending to your own life. The greatest tragedy of men is neglecting their own fields while trying to weed the fields of others. Focus inward first.
Hello?
Improve yourself, cultivate your mind and character, and only then can you affect the world around you. Remember, dig 2 graves. Hatred destroys the hater as much as the target. True strength lies not in retaliation but in self-mastery and patience. There are 1,000 lessons in defeat but perhaps only one in victory. Loss teaches humility. Failure sharpens the mind. Humility, reflection, and resilience are born in hardship. Those who never fall will never rise to greatness. Mastery over mind and time. Depression lives in the past. Peace lives in the present. A person anchored in the moment cannot be shaken by regrets or fears. Live now. This is the only way to experience the fullness of life. Every journey, no matter how vast, begins with a single step. You may dream of mountains, oceans, or empires, but progress always starts small. Do not underestimate the power of beginning. We spend our lives trying to convince others that we are happy, and in the process, we try to convince ourselves as well. Authenticity matters more than performance. True happiness is quiet, internal, and unobserved. Health is abundance. A healthy man wants clings to one. Desire is a measure of vitality. True wealth comes from appreciating limitations. Clear your mind. Bad thoughts precede bad deeds. Mastering your internal or external world. The man who says, I can, and the man who says, I cannot, are both correct. Belief is the engine of action's opportunity, while doubt destroys it, as though knowledge were slipping away with every second. Treat learning as a sacred duty. Lack of knowledge, it is a choice. Criticizing others without self-reflection is futile. Do not judge your neighbor's roof if your own door is unclean. True mastery begins with introspection and humility. Hatred is a silent defeat. To harbor anger is to surrender power. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is strategy. Distrusting a friend may be worse than being deceived. Wisdom comes from knowing when to trust and when to hold your secrets close. Strategy, subtlety, and strength appear weak when strong. appear strong when weak. Subtlety and misdirection are often more effective than force. Life is not always about brute power, it is about strategy, perception, and timing. He who flatters is an enemy, he who exposes faults is a mentor. Growth is uncomfortable. Truth challenges. Comfort kills progress. To see the right path and fail to walk it is the worst form of cowardice. Courage is action. Knowledge without action is wasted potential. Transformation is inevitable. What one calls an ending, the world may see as a beginning. The caterpillar believes life is over, the butterfly emerges. Every ending carries hidden opportunities. Those who attempt two paths at once achieve neither.